Africa, a continent of diverse landscapes, harbors a secret weapon in its fight against energy poverty and climate change: wind. This vast and varied land, stretching from the arid deserts of the north to the lush rainforests of the central and western regions, is uniquely positioned to harness the power of the wind. The potential is not just theoretical, it is a real, tangible resource that can be tapped into to transform the energy landscape of the continent. From the sweeping plains of the Sahara to the coastal regions kissed by the Atlantic and Indian Oceans, the wind blows with a force that can be harnessed for good. These winds are not just a natural phenomenon, they are a gift that can be used to generate clean, renewable energy. The coastal regions in particular offer a unique opportunity to capture the power of the wind as it sweeps in from the ocean, providing a consistent and reliable source of energy. Africa is blessed with an abundance of this natural resource. The wind does not discriminate, it blows across the entire continent, from the highlands of Eritrea to the savannas of Kenya, from the deserts of Namibia to the coastal plains of South Africa. This widespread availability means that wind energy can be harnessed in almost every corner of the continent, providing a decentralized and resilient energy source. The continent possesses an immense untapped potential for wind energy, enough to power its development for generations to come. This potential is not just a dream, it is a reality that is already being realized in some parts of Africa. Countries like Morocco and South Africa are leading the way with large-scale wind farms that are already providing clean, renewable energy to millions of people. Imagine a future where clean, renewable energy powers homes, businesses and industries across Africa. This is not a distant dream, but a tangible possibility thanks to the continent's extraordinary wind resources. The benefits of wind energy are manifold. It is clean, it is renewable, and it is abundant. It can help to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, improve air quality, and create jobs and economic opportunities. Imagine a future where clean, renewable energy powers homes, businesses, and industries across Africa. This is not a distant dream, but a tangible possibility thanks to the continent's extraordinary wind resources. The benefits of wind energy are manifold. It is clean, it is renewable, and it is abundant. It can help to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, improve air quality, and create jobs and economic opportunities. This is not a distant dream, but a tangible possibility thanks to the continent's extraordinary wind resources. The winds that sweep across Africa hold the key to a brighter and more sustainable future for millions. By investing in wind energy, Africa can take a giant leap towards energy independence and sustainability. The technology is already available and the potential is enormous. All that is needed is the will to make it happen. The winds that sweep across Africa hold the key to a brighter and more sustainable future for millions. By investing in wind energy, Africa can take a giant leap towards energy independence and sustainability. The technology is already available and the potential is enormous. All that is needed is the will to make it happen. The future of Africa is bright and the wind is the key to unlocking its full potential. Studies have revealed the staggering scale of Africa's wind energy potential. The vast and diverse landscapes of Africa, from its expansive plains to its rugged coastlines, are perfectly suited for harnessing wind energy. This potential is not just a theoretical concept, but a tangible opportunity waiting to be seized. The International Finance Corporation estimates that Africa could generate a staggering 59,000 gigawatts of wind energy. This figure is not just a number, it represents a monumental shift in how energy could be produced and consumed across the continent. Imagine the possibilities: clean, renewable energy powering homes, businesses, and entire cities. This represents an opportunity of colossal proportions, one that could reshape the continent's energy landscape and drive economic growth. The development of wind energy infrastructure could create thousands of jobs, stimulate local economies, and reduce dependence on fossil fuels. It's a chance to build a sustainable future for generations to come. To put this into perspective, 59,000 gigawatts is enough to power Africa 250 times over. This means that not only could Africa meet its current energy needs, but it could also export surplus energy to neighboring regions, fostering regional cooperation and economic integration. It is a resource that dwarfs the continent's current energy consumption and holds the key to a future free from energy constraints. With the right investments and policies, Africa could leapfrog into a new era of energy independence and sustainability. This would have profound implications for social and economic development, improving the quality of life for millions of people. This untapped potential is a testament to the transformative power of wind energy in Africa. It's a call to action for governments, investors, and communities to come together and harness this incredible resource. The journey towards a greener, more prosperous Africa begins with the wind. As we look to the future, the vision of a continent powered by clean, renewable wind energy is not just a dream, but a viable reality. The technology is available, the potential is immense, and the benefits are clear. It's time to embrace the wind and unlock the full potential of Africa's energy landscape. The path forward will require collaboration, innovation, and commitment. By investing in wind energy, Africa can set a global example of how to transition to a sustainable energy future. The winds of change are blowing, and with them comes a sea of opportunity. Despite this vast potential, wind energy in Africa remains largely untapped. The continent, blessed with vast stretches of land and consistent wind patterns, holds immense promise for renewable energy. Yet this promise remains largely unfulfilled. Currently, the continent accounts for less than 1% of the world's total installed wind capacity. This statistic is a stark reminder of the untapped potential that lies within Africa's borders. While other regions have surged ahead, Africa's progress has been slow and steady, but not nearly enough to make a significant impact on the global stage. This stark reality highlights the gap between potential and progress, a gap that presents both a challenge and an opportunity. The vast open landscapes of Africa, often swept by strong, consistent winds, are perfect for wind farms. However, the journey from potential to reality is fraught with obstacles. Several factors contribute to this slow uptake, including a lack of infrastructure, limited access to financing, and inadequate policy support. In many rural areas, the basic infrastructure needed to support wind energy projects is missing. Roads, power lines, and other essential facilities are often underdeveloped or non-existent. Addressing these challenges is crucial to unlock Africa's wind energy potential and propel the continent towards a more sustainable future. Investment in infrastructure is a key step. Building roads and power lines to connect wind farms to the grid is essential. Additionally, securing financing for these projects is often a major hurdle. Many investors are hesitant to invest in regions with perceived political and economic instability. The journey towards harnessing Africa's wind resources requires a concerted effort from governments, investors, and communities alike. Governments need to create favorable policies and provide incentives for renewable energy projects. Investors must be willing to take calculated risks and see the long-term benefits of investing in Africa's wind energy. Local communities also play a crucial role. Their involvement and support can drive the success of these projects, ensuring that the benefits of wind energy are felt at the grassroots level. Together, these efforts can transform Africa's wind energy landscape, turning potential into progress and creating a brighter, more sustainable future for the continent. To Section 4, Infrastructure, the foundation for success. One of the primary obstacles hindering the growth of wind energy in Africa is the lack of adequate infrastructure. Robust transmission and distribution networks are essential to connect wind farms, often located in remote areas, to population centers and industrial hubs. Without these vital links, the electricity generated cannot reach those who need it most. Investing in modern and efficient grid infrastructure is paramount. This requires a collaborative approach involving governments, private sector partners, and international development institutions. By prioritizing infrastructure development, Africa can create an environment conducive to wind energy growth. Section 5. Financing the future. Unlocking Africa's wind potential. Access to finance is another critical factor in driving the expansion of wind energy in Africa. Wind energy projects require significant upfront investments, often posing a challenge in regions with limited access to capital. Attracting investment from both domestic and international sources is essential to bridge this financing gap. Governments can play a pivotal role by creating favorable investment climates, offering incentives, and reducing regulatory barriers. International partnerships and climate finance mechanisms can also provide valuable support, making wind energy projects more financially viable and attractive to investors. Section 6. Policy matters, setting the stage for growth. Clear and consistent policies are the bedrock of a thriving wind energy sector. Governments must establish regulatory frameworks that provide long-term certainty for investors, streamline permitting processes, and incentivize renewable energy development. Feed-in tariffs, tax breaks, and renewable energy auctions are just some of the policy instruments that can stimulate growth in the sector. By implementing supportive policies, African nations can signal their commitment to renewable energy and attract the investments needed to unlock their wind potential.